Romania, last year's world champions, in lane 1. Yugoslavia in lane 2. Great Britain in lane 3. They were third last year. GDR, East Germany in lane 4. West Germany in lane 5. And the Soviet Union in lane 6. Straight down the course. Martin, what are the conditions like?
Conditions at the moment very difficult, Dan. The race has actually been postponed for something up to 2 hours because just at the start the waves were lapping over the stake boat boys and the boats couldn't get locked on properly. So these boats are going to find it very difficult in the first 250 metres to get away cleanly.
Well, they've got away. It's GDR in lane 4 that has just a slight edge over the British crew in lane 3. Soviets on the near side to us, down at the bottom of the picture. And West Germany between them in lane 5.
And the big fear for this race, for the continental crews, is the British team who won the opening heat. And there we have a shot of Richard Phelps on the stern camera. They won their opening heat in the fastest time, and the other crews are quite afraid of them. Word's been going round the lake over the week that the British crew are the team to watch.
This is the first time that Phelps has stroked this year. And I understand he was asking you for some advice a bit earlier on in the week.
Yes, that's right. I think from the questions he was asking, he was certainly planning to make a spurt through at the end of the race. He was asking how it's possible to wind the rating up to come through other crews at the finish of the race. So we're looking for a strong finishing spurt from the British boys.
Well, it's East Germany in the lead at the moment, about half a length ahead of the Russian crew on the near side, and the British holding firmly there in third place. The East Germans at 36 strokes a minute, West Germany lying around fifth now. Closest to us, the crew from the Soviet Union, rating 35 strokes a minute, and you can see the bouncy water as they come up to the 500-meter mark. In fact, it's Soviet Union and East Germany lying very, very much neck and neck. West Germany pushing into third place, and you can see how rough it is there. Do they have trouble with these, with the plastic oars, Martin?
Yes, that's right. Some of the crews are using the new ultra-lightweight plastic oars, and I think in this headwind they're probably ruining the day that they've chosen them, because they're going to tend to blow up a lot more in the headwind than the more heavier conventional oars that some of the crews will have. Certainly the British boys using the lightweight blades, so they may have a few problems.
We've just gone through the 1,000-meter mark with the Russians looking as if they're pushing past the East German crew. West Germans looking very threatening there in third place. The world champions, Romania, on the far side in blue, dropping right out of the picture. But it's East Germany looking strong, still at that strong 35 strokes a minute. They look very comfortable there, Martin.
That's right, a very familiar rowing technique from the East Germans. The Russians perhaps not quite so pretty there, but certainly a lot of effort into that boat. The Russians, the crew to watch all this season, winning at Lucerne and the Goodwill Games. Very much people's pre-race favourites for this World Championships.
Well, these Germans, this is their last ever race as a separate nation. They're obviously very, very keen to try and make this a very, very important last year for them. But they've got to hold off the Russians, they've got to hold off the West Germans, who are coming strong now. They're coming towards the 1,500-meter mark. And the British are beginning to show a little bit more of a push in this third quarter. And Yugoslavia just beyond them. And Russia beginning to falter as the West Germans put them under pressure.
You've got to be really tough to stay out in front here, Dan. If you've gone out in this headwind to lead the race as the East Germans have, it's going to take everything that you've got to be in front in the last 250 when the challenges start coming in from those that haven't gone out so quickly. So this will really test their mettle as the last 500 metres come up.
Well, they're still looking quite cool. The West Germans, I suspect, are a very hard finishing crew. The Russians look like they haven't really got a lot more to give there.
That's right. I think the Russians certainly not the crew that they were in the beginning of the season, but anything could happen in the last part of the race with winds such as strong as this.
The British crew seem to have broken free of the Yugoslavs, but the West Germans have gone past Russia. They're challenging the East Germans now. East Germany, West Germany, this is going to be an extremely powerful combination when they team up together next year. They're going to be the nation to beat, I suspect.
That's right. A lot of jealousy going on as to who might get in the crews. I think the West Germans feel they're going to have it all their own way, and certainly they're trying to stake a place for the team next year with this finishing spurt.
Well, the West Germans are up to 39 now, 40 strokes a minute. The East Germans at 38. And the West Germans aren't making any more of an impression. These Germans seem to have a good grip of this race. The Russians beginning to fall back. That's the British crew just coming into the corner of the picture. But East Germany holding on to that lead. They've got about a half a length from West Germany. West Germany beginning to just lose that pace a bit. The East Germans looking stronger. And that's the British crew coming into the picture. Pressing the Russians. Can the Russians now hold off the British crew? The fight is for the bronze medal. East Germans look as if they're safe now for the gold medal. The first medal of these men's heavyweight championships goes to East Germany. West Germany half a length behind. Russia hold off the British crew. Yugoslavia in 5th place, and it's Romania, last year's world champions, coming in last in 6th place. And a delighted East Germany, only one man left over from last year's crew, that's Bernd Einswurstel at stroke, an Olympic and world champion. So that's East Germany, 6:46.73 in 1st place, holding off a very strong West German crew in 2nd place, Soviet Union in 3rd, Great Britain falling back from 3rd last year to 4th, with Romania the world champions in last place.